Today is December 10th. Welcome to Big Book Daily. My name is Rob. I am an alcoholic. It is a thrill, honor, and joy to be here with you today as we journey through the Big Book of Alcoholics Anonymous and the 12 Steps and 12 Traditions. Today out of the Big Book, we're going to continue our journey through Chapter 10. We'll be reading To Employers, page 144. Out of the 12 and 12, we're on Tradition 8. We'll be reading page 168. And we'll read the 24 Hours a Day and Daily Reflection. So with that, my friends, apologize again for my voice. It's not quite 100% obviously, but we're getting there. So let's go ahead and get to the good stuff. Out of the Big Book, we're on page 144. To Employers. We suggest you draw the book to the attention of the doctor who is to attend your patient during treatment. If the book is read the moment the patient is able, while acutely depressed, realization of his condition may come to him. We hope the doctor will tell the patient the truth about his condition, whatever that happens to be. When the man is presented with this volume, it is best that no one tell him that he must abide by its suggestions. The man must decide for himself. You're betting, of course, that your changed attitude, plus the contents of this book, will turn the trick. In some cases it will, and in others it may not. But we think that if you persevere, the percentage of success will gratify you. As our work spreads and our numbers increase, we hope your employees may be put in personal contact with some of us. Meanwhile, we are sure a great deal can be accomplished by the use of the book alone. On your employee's return, talk with him. Ask him if he thinks he has the answer. If he feels free to discuss his problems with you, if he knows you understand, and he will not be upset by anything he wishes to say, he will probably be off to a fast start. Out of the 12 and 12 are on Tradition 8. Alcoholics Anonymous should remain forever non-professional, but our service centers may employ special workers. Page 168. Neither could AA itself function without full-time workers. At the Foundation and intergroup offices, we couldn't employ non-alcoholics as secretaries. We had to have people who knew the AA pitch. But the minute we hired them, the ultra-conservative and fearful ones shrilled, "Professionalism!" At one period, the status of these faithful servants was almost unbearable. They weren't asked to speak at AA meetings because they were making money out of AA. At times, they were actually shunned by fellow members. Even the charitably disposed described them as a necessary evil. Committees took advantage of this attitude to depress their salaries. They could regain some measure of virtue, if it was thought, if they worked for AA real cheap. These notions persisted for years. Then we saw that if a hardworking secretary answered the phone dozens of times a day, listened to 20 wailing wives, arranged hospitalization and got sponsorship for 10 newcomers, and was gently diplomatic with the irate drunk who complained about the job that she was doing and how she was overpaid, then such a person could surely not be called a professional AA. She was not professionalizing the 12th step. She was just making it possible. She was helping to give the man coming into the door the break that he ought to have. Volunteer committeemen and assistants could be of great help, but they cannot be expected to carry this load day in and day out. "24 Hours a Day, December 10th. AA Thought for the Day. Our drinking fellowship was a substitute one, for lack of something better. At the time, we didn't realize what real fellowship could be. Drinking fellowship has a fatal fault. It's not based on a firm foundation. Most of it is on the surface. It's based mainly on the desire to use your companions for your own pleasure, and using others as a false foundation. Drinking fellowship has been praised in song and story. The cup that cheers has become famous as a means of companionship. But we realize the higher centers of our brains are dulled by alcohol, and such fellowship cannot be on the highest plane. It is, at best, only a substitute. Do I see my drinking fellowship in its proper light? Meditation for the day. Set for yourself the task of growing daily more and more into the consciousness of your higher power. We must keep trying to improve our conscious contact with God. This is done by prayer, quiet times, and communion. Often, all you need to do is sit quietly before God and let Him speak to you through your thought. Try to think God's thoughts after Him. When the guidance comes, you must not hesitate, but go out and follow that guidance in your daily work, doing what you believe to be the right thing. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may be still and know that God is with me. I pray that I may open my mind to the leading of the divine mind. Daily Reflection, December 10th. Carrying the message. Now, what about the rest of the 12th step? The wonderful energy it releases and the eager action by which it carries our message to the next suffering alcoholic, and which finally translates the 12 steps into action upon all our affairs, is the payoff, the magnificent reality of Alcoholics Anonymous. 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, page 109. To renounce the alcoholic world is not to abandon it, but to act upon principles that I have come to love and cherish, and to restore in others who still suffer the serenity that I have come to know. When I'm truly committed to this purpose, it matters little what clothes I wear or how I make a living. My task is to carry the message and lead by example, not design. All right, my friends, that concludes today's reading, and some great stuff as always. I just love that last reading a lot, and it kind of makes me think of, I heard somebody say one time in the fellowship, he said, I hear so many people say, oh God, I'm so grateful, I have such a heart of gratitude. He said, that's wonderful, and there's nothing wrong with that. But my higher power keeps telling me, show me. How can you show me today that you're grateful? And that really got me thinking, how can I show my higher power today how grateful I am? That puts my thoughts into action. And that's my homework for today. So guys, that's all we have for now. I'm sorry my voice is not holding up very well today. but we're here, and it's just an honor to be here. And I want you to know that if you're sober, you're a miracle. And if you're not sober, but somehow you're hearing this, I hope you know that you're a miracle as well, because you're alive today. And today could be that first step toward your whole new life. It starts just with doing the next right thing. So with that, if we're given another set of 24 hours, my friends, I sincerely look forward to seeing you right back here tomorrow.